Hey y'all, welcome back to Lovely J Podcast. This is Coco. I'm trying this thing again. Y'all know I've been having complications out of my podcast lately for whatever reason. It's been really hard trying to do podcasts. So when you don't see me on here doing podcasts, that's why I'm having complications, because y'all know I've been doing podcasts for years. But anyway, I was saying that I was cooking. I was boiling some chicken and I just let it sit here and cool down a bit. And I'm going to make a chicken salad, not your traditional salad chicken salad that has a lot of things in it. This is just going to have some mayonnaise, fruit seasonings, and hopefully some relish. If these relish still some good, it's going to have some relish in it. But while I'm putting this thing together, because I do got to clean this bird up, I got to get the meat. While I'm doing this, I'm going to be talking about my stolen identity and how it got doxed. So we know by now that I have been blackballed and that there's a lot that goes along with it. And what goes along with it too is stolen identity. And it had me thinking last night. I was up thinking about this. And I hadn't thought about it like that. But I was up thinking, back around 2018, I think I told this the other day, I'm not sure, y'all know how it is. You know, sometimes we remember what we say and sometimes we don't, but evidently it's still on my mind that when my identity got stolen, I didn't know that people could dox out your information. I didn't know that the net was, I knew that your identity could get stolen. But when we hear that, we usually don't, if you're not computer or technology savvy, we don't know what that really means. And there was a breach. That same year, a breach came into my bank records and my insurance and my medical records. All that got leaked out to the public. So when we're talking about doxed, that's what can happen sometimes when our identity is stolen. It's sold back over the web and it can get linked out and it can be doxed. And doxed is nothing more, nothing more. It's everything. It's everything about you that they know about you online being sold over the dark web, and then people get your name and they can do anything they want with it. They can, put stuff in your name, sign you up for stuff you don't want. Because I've been getting a lot of phone calls too. I hadn't really talked about that part. How I get a lot of phone calls saying, like today I had one about a guy named Larry. Is Larry there? We need to talk to Larry about his Medicaid or, about their health insurance. It's always something. It's always somebody calling that really know that they got the wrong number. They be knowing they got the wrong number. And sometimes they don't. But if you hear them laughing in the background, then you know they know better. And so sometimes people call me and they be laughing in the background, playing like they customer service reps. Ooh, this chicken is shredding so easy. Anyways, it got me to thinking about when my identity got stolen. So much was going on, and it was a whole trial. It was a trial for it. The woman who stole it, I didn't have to go into the court because they already had found her guilty. She was on camera. She used my cards to buy pizza, subs. Like, she had been to all these different restaurants in Moore County, in the Moore County area, Robbins. So let's talk about how that went along. What ended up happening, took my son to work that morning. Opened my door to adjust my seatbelt, and my pouch that I always carry with me, it fell out. And when it fell out, somebody picked it up. Somebody saw it, picked it up, got my money, got my card, got my social security card. I mean, all of my information was in that little pouch. I call it a little pouch. But any information that was about Jamie, driver's license and all, was in that pouch. So they could take my stuff and sell it over the internet to somebody else. And somebody else is out here can be living my life. Not living my life, but using my credentials to pretend like they are me. So they could be living the life that, and people think that it's me living that life. Or, living that type of lifestyle. And it's not. People can think it's me calling them because all the information is right there. I even had my address and all in there. You never think you're going to fixing to lose your ID. And that didn't cross my mind that morning. That morning, all I had on my mind was getting him to work on time and make sure everything was okay. Anyways, that ID got stolen. And since then, it seems like ever since after the pandemic, my whole life has been a display on social media. It don't matter which social media site I get on. It's like people know I'm already there and they already ready to harass me. It's cyber harassment. That's what doxing does. It causes you to be cyber harassed. So these people know that I'm on the net, and they'll start doing things that they know that I'm familiar with. To other people, they might know because they may be part of it. And then some people be like, "Why are you acting like that? Why are you acting stupid?" It's like this one girl. They be on her big time about why she acting stupid. But these people, they have their home set up like mine. Like, it's like I just know that it's not paranoia. It's a fact of knowing your lifestyle to know where they're getting it from. If y'all hear something boiling in the background, it's because I'm doing some rice out of my broth. But I've seen them play my life out, and they're getting paid lots of money to pretend like, what I got going on is what they got going on. And it's not, they don't have that going on, really. But they are being paid to pretend like they do. And it's a hard thing to, once your information get leaked out like that, it's like addresses, you get threats, you get assaults, you get turned down for certain things that you may be trying to get. Like, I worked for a long time. It took me a long time to get my car. I started putting in applications to get my car really online like a couple of years before I even got approved. I've been trying to get a car for 3 years. And finally, I got a car. It wasn't that I just woke up one day and say, "Hey, I'm going to get a car." But no, I had been trying to get a car. But I just kept getting denied. And it just so happened this time when I went in, I got approved. I got approved for the car. I got approved for a loan. Open-end loan. And it was, I know they think they did it, but I'm going to say God did it. God used the situation to work out for my good. However, my information is still out here on the web. There are people who watch me 24/7 who get this information, and it don't matter if I'm talking to them on the phone or whatever. They'll let me know that they know something on me, or they'll let me know that they know what I'm doing, or if I've been on any websites. If I've been on any websites, listen at this. They'll let me know that they didn't see me on those websites. Or they'll talk to me about what I may have researched. I may have researched something. Let's say, for instance, I may have went on Credit Karma just to see what my score was, or I may have gotten an email from Credit Karma and I just wanted to check out the email. So when they call and talk to me, they're going to talk to me as if they will talk to me as if they are the ones that, all of a sudden just decided to go on there and check out their credit score. Not knowing, well, they probably know because they probably listen to my podcast too, know that I know better. Okay? For one thing, I know better. Because I done been harassed so much, cyber harassed And this just the cyber part of it that I'm talking about, y'all. Right now, y'all know I've already talked about the physical. I talked about that physical forever. But the cyber part of it is about as bad. Oh, gosh. Oh, it's hard opening up this sweet relish. Let's put on some gloves and try this thing again. I would say if it came between a choice between cyber harassment versus, I would say cyber harassment versus in-person harassment, I say there is no comparison. Both ways is really bad, and both ways is bad in their own way. Oh, here you go. Oh yeah, okay. So these sweet relish are some good. I'm gonna use a lot of sweet relish. Well, not a lot, but half this mini jar. And y'all know there's only one kind of mayonnaise to use. You said it, baby. Duke. When you're doing a chicken salad. I feel like Miracle Whip is more for sandwiches. Now, if this was a chicken salad sandwich, I would use my spoon. These spoons ain't worth nothing from Dollar General. They so easy to break. I would say if you were doing a chicken salad sandwich, and then I'm going to get back on topic, then you would still make the chicken salad with Duke. But when you make the sandwich, add mayonnaise to your bread. With Miracle Whip. To your bread. Okay, so this is looking good. Oh, it's looking real good. I ain't did a chicken salad in so long. Okay, well, let's get back to what I was talking about. So I went on the internet and I started researching this thing about doxing because I was like, how is it people picking up what I'm doing in real time? I know there's cameras and surveillance and hearing devices in here. I already know that. And it's from different sources. It's not from the same sources. Like, I got different neighbors all over that all of them get to listen in to everything that I do, because how I know they all get to listen is because when I did talk to some neighbors one time, when they talked back to me, they were telling me things, you know, basically throwing the conversation off like, I already know who you are. You ain't got to say nothing. So that's how it is. Okay, y'all, I had to put some gloves on so I can mix this thing up right. That information, that doxing information, once it gets out, I may not get some parts of my personal information back, and I can't change the identity on it, but I can just keep praying that someday that part will change. That part will change. Howdy. Make a chicken salad tonight. Him and that black pepper over there. Oh yeah, this right here. I'm about done with this. I did the easy version of this over there on that speaker. I had it over there early. I did the easy version of this. I'm on my podcast too, just so you know. I'm not gonna add any mustard in this. Now, sometimes some people do whenever they like got the whole thing like eggs and all that. They add mustard in. Huh? You don't see the black pepper? Did it fall on the floor? It might fell on the floor because Serena did knock down that chair. She swung that chair around, and next thing I know, a lot of stuff went down. Yeah, it still grabs. Cause I'm about done with this. Like, open it up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm about done with this. You want some of it? Yeah, she got some crackers right there. Are you getting ready to go back down there, or? Cause if you going, oh no, but see, wait a minute. Oh, I'm not done. I'm cooking rice. I bet that rice all in y'all ear, ain't it? Huh? Oh, you see my text message on there?
Oh, yeah.
I said, dang, he ain't answered yet. Serenity had hers. She eat hers yesterday. She ate hers today. She had it looking good.
Oh, you didn't get my text back?
No.
I said, yeah.
Oh. I went on and ate it. Serenity was sitting there making hers look good. But yeah, I'm on my podcast talking about stolen identity. I was talking about ever since that time when my identity got stolen. The woman, she was found guilty of stealing my identity and using my cards and stuff. But ever since then.
Oh, you talking about when you lost your wallet?
Yes. When I lost my wallet and she picked it up and used it. She got charged with it and she was found guilty, and the DA asked me what did I want to do. Did I want to see her go to jail or what? And I said, I'll just say this. If she's, ooh, how I get cut right there? I said, I'll just, say it like this. If she's an addict, you know, put her in some community programs that might can help her, you know. I didn't know who she was. I never got to meet her. But I wasn't so far against her, because I ain't know her like that. He just asked me what did I want to do. I said, well, if you got any kind of reform programs, you know, try to get her some help.
About anybody would have did that.
Yeah, that's what I said, you know, because, I mean, I know what it feels like to be on drugs and
That ain't something I would do, but I ain't anybody. So.
the lid down there. I dropped it down here. Yeah, I wouldn't want to, I know, but I did it because at the time, they was, you know, this corona was going on, and I couldn't go in and testify. And at the time, they weren't doing too much of the remote testifying and stuff, so I just went with what I thought would be best. However, I didn't know that my identity and those breaches were going to come up like they did. I got 3 breaches on my credit. And it got so bad where they, like my credit report was how I found out that my information was on the dark web and that my information had been sold, because it said so in my credit report. That's how I found out. That's how I found out I was on the dark web. It was through, and that's how I found out too. I was on that watch list thing. It was through my credit report. Let me know if I need mayonnaise. Let me know when to say when. Or you want to get it out. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Yep, that's when I found out a lot of stuff. You know, I couldn't believe it at first, but now that I'm living the life I'm living, oh, I believe it now. I used to didn't think that stuff existed like that, that technology could really just mess you up and show up in real time like that, but it does. It shows up in real time, and then next thing you know, you start seeing the difference in people, and you'll know then. Don't act surprised when it happened to you, when you start seeing people treat you different. Just know Miss Coco told you so. Because it do happen. That's finna be good right there. Look at her. Oh. It just need to cook down just a little bit more. Actually, I need to cut it off. Alright, y'all. So, I guess I'm gonna, try this a little more. And I might hit y'all back up later on this evening. Get that V8 Splash out the fridge. I'm finna eat something because I ain't had nothing really good to eat today. And this chicken salad looked too good. It looked like it needs some eggs. I tell you. I don't need to add no seasoning, salt, or nut.
No. Eat that fridge, it's gonna be A1.
What? Get cold? I don't think Jessica like hers cold. I'm gonna find out though.
I like mine cold.
I like mine in between. A little cold, a little, like, not too cold. Cause where you get a plate at? I need a plate. Not always. You want some of this V8 Splash?
No.
Oh, okay.
I still got my drink from earlier.
Oh, okay. Some smell like jalapeno peppers. Do it need some more sweet relish?
Yeah, if I could use some jalapeno.
I'm gonna taste this. Y'all, I'm gonna taste this and see how it tastes. I'm gonna let y'all go. Cause y'all, when I tell y'all I did not add nothing to this except for the mayonnaise. I ain't put no garlic powder or nothing. Just black pepper, sweet relish. Cause a lot of this stuff is already seasoned. Y'all know this chicken come already with sodium already on it. So I ain't really have to add nothing. Let me see how this tastes. Oh yeah. Now I would put it in the fridge a little bit. Alright, y'all. Peace, love, and happiness.